Hey everyone! Welcome to American Black History Quiz, where we dive into history with fun and thought-provoking quizzes. Today we're testing your knowledge on one of the most challenging yet important periods in American history, the Jim Crow era. The Jim Crow era marked a dark period of segregation and discrimination in American history. This quiz examines key aspects of that time. Understanding the Jim Crow era is crucial for comprehending the ongoing struggle for civil rights. Take this quiz to learn more. So grab a notebook, keep score, and let's see how much you know. Ready? Let's get started. Question number 1. Did the Black Codes restrict the freedoms of African Americans post-Civil War? Option true or false. Answer: true. The Black Codes underscores the complexities and contradictions of the Reconstruction period, showing how Southern states sought to maintain a system of white supremacy, and demonstrates how legal frameworks were used to restrict the freedoms of Black people. Question number 2. Which laws enforced racial segregation in the South? Option A, Jim Crow laws. B, Civil Rights Acts. C, Fugitive Slave Acts. Answer: A, Jim Crow laws, which was the systemic and nature of racism and its codification into law, and the fact that racial segregation was not merely a matter of social custom, but was enforced by law, and that racism was not just an opinion, but was the law of the land. Question number 3. What was the purpose of the Freedmen's Bureau? Option A, assist newly freed slaves. B, enforce Jim Crow laws. C, support Confederate veterans. Answer: A, assist newly freed slaves. This was an attempt to help newly freed slaves to handle the new freedoms that they had. The Freedmen's Bureau's limited resources and short lifespan highlight the shortcomings of Reconstruction. Question number 4. Have Black people received compensation for slavery compared to other groups? Yes or no? Answer: no. By comparing the experiences of Black Americans with those of other groups, the question draws attention to the unequal treatment of different populations in relation to historical injustices. Hopefully, this can prompt discussions about the specific forms of compensation that have been provided to other groups, such as Japanese Americans, who were interned during World War II. Question number 5. Which among the many most notorious and widely recognized racial incidents of lynchings, riots, or violence targeting the Black population during the Jim Crow era were the worst? Option A, Tulsa Race Massacre of 1921, Oklahoma. B, Wilmington Insurrection of 1898, North Carolina. C, Red Summer 1919, nationwide. Charleston, SC, Elaine Arc, Omaha, Knoxville, Chicago, etc. D, Rosewood Massacre of 1923. E, Atlanta Race Riot of 1906. Springfield Race Riot of 1908. F, any and all of the above. Answer: F, all of the above. All of the events listed were horrific and had devastating impacts on Black communities. Each involved significant loss of life, destruction, and long-lasting trauma. However, based on the scale and scope of violence, the following are results from some of the incidents. Tulsa Race Massacre of 1921, Oklahoma. Destruction of Greenwood, a prosperous Black community known as Black Wall Street. Estimates of deaths range from 39 to 300, with hundreds more injured and thousands left homeless. Over 35 city blocks were burned, and the economic and social impact on the Black community was devastating. Red Summer 1919, nationwide. Widespread racial violence across the United States, with numerous riots and lynchings, with significant loss of life in cities like Chicago, Washington, D.C., and Elaine, Arkansas. Wilmington Insurrection of 1898, North Carolina. This event involved the violent overthrow of the legitimately elected local government. White supremacists forcibly removed Black officials and residents, leading to numerous deaths. Estimates of deaths vary, but it is considered a significant example of the use of violence to suppress Black political power. Question number 6. What was the Red Summer of 1919? Option A, the hottest summer on record according to the National Weather Service. B, a period of racial violence and riots in multiple U.S. cities due to racial tensions. C, the summer with 3 red moons. Answer B. A period of racial violence and riots in multiple U.S. cities due to racial tensions. Question number 7. Which city experienced one of the most violent race riots during the Red Summer of 1919? Option A, Chicago. B, New York. C, Los Angeles. The correct answer is A, Chicago. Chicago experienced one of the most violent and well-documented race riots during the Red Summer of 1919. Question number 8. Who was the President of the United States during the Red Summer of 1919? Option A, Woodrow Wilson. B, Warren G. Harding. C, Calvin Coolidge. Answer, Woodrow Wilson. While the Red Summer saw widespread racial violence across the country, Wilson did not make any major public addresses specifically condemning the violence or calling for federal intervention to protect Black Americans. His public focus during this time was largely on the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations. Question number 9. What were poll taxes and literacy tests used for during the Jim Crow era? Zerania, A, to support education. B, to prevent African Americans from voting. C, to encourage political participation. Answer, B, to prevent African Americans from voting. These were legal and administrative barriers were used to undermine the democratic process and exclude Black citizens from political participation. Taxes and literacy tests were designed to disproportionately affect Black Americans. Question number 10. Which organization was founded in 1909 to fight for African American civil rights? Option A, Freedmen's Bureau. B, NAACP. C, Ku Klux Klan. Answer B, NAACP. The NAACP, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, was indeed founded in 1909 to fight for African American civil rights. Over time, the NAACP has broadened its focus to address issues affecting other minority groups, in addition to African Americans. Some argue that this expansion has diluted its resources and attention, diverting them from core issues facing the Black community. Question number 11. Who was the first African American U.S. Senator? Option A, Frederick Douglass. B, Hiram Revels. C, Booker T. Washington. Answer B, Hiram Revels. Hiram Revels was elected to the U.S. Senate in 1870. He was elected by the Mississippi legislature to the United States Senate. He served in 1870 and 1871 during the Reconstruction era. How did you do? Let us know your score in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more history quizzes. Thanks for watching, and remember, understanding history helps us shape a better future. See you next time.